Back to Wrestling Backlash. Do you like jaw-dropping surprises or mind-bending twists? From epic title changes to unexpected debuts that set the arena alight, there's been countless shocking moments over the last 4 years of All Elite Wrestling's existence that have not only left us in awe, but have etched themselves into our memories forever. As AEW Dynamite celebrated its 4-year anniversary last week, get ready as we relive the astonishing, the unexpected, and the awe-inspiring moments that have defined AEW as a true game-changer and fan favorite in the wrestling industry. Number 10, Cody Rhodes smashes Triple H's throne. At the inaugural Double or Nothing event, Cody Rhodes sent shockwaves through the wrestling world when he took a sledgehammer to a Triple H-like throne. Cody said the act marked a response to WWE placing NXT head-to-head with Dynamite, stating, "Trash talk is part of what we do, but also when they counter-programmed us for no reason other than to split our audience, I didn't want to meet that in a cowardly fashion. I wanted to flat out say, okay, well great, our show is still going to be better, and as crazy as this is, we're going to win. So if you want to have this moment in time on Wednesday nights where we put all eyes on wrestling, we're going to win." Talk about sticking it to your old company. Better yet, your old boss. I guess this stunt didn't ruffle too many feathers with the WWE front office since Cody was welcomed back to his old stomping grounds with open arms and is thriving there today. Number 9, the arrival of the Forbidden Door. AEW's partnership with NJPW, known as the Forbidden Door, opened up a world of dream matches and crossover opportunities, creating buzz and excitement among wrestling fans. In February of 2021, when Kenta, an NJPW star, made a surprise appearance on AEW Dynamite to get revenge on Jon Moxley for an attack on an NJPW Strong show the previous week. A term coined by Tanahashi, the Forbidden Door opening marked the beginning of a groundbreaking collaboration. To most wrestling fans, a major promotion doing something like this would have felt like a pipe dream, with WWE reluctant to cross-promote collaborations. This partnership not only shocked the wrestling world, but also expanded the horizons of what was possible in professional wrestling since becoming a regular part of the AEW calendar. Who knows, maybe we'll see AEW open up another Forbidden Door with Ohio Valley Wrestling? Hell, anything is possible, especially after the OVW was recently featured in their own Netflix special. Number 8, CM Punk's infamous All Out 2022 Scrum. For us wrestling fans around the world, we know the infamous post-All-Out Media Scrum of 2022 has to be on this list. Muffins from Mindy's Bakery in hand and sat beside Tony Khan, Punk addressed some of the lingering controversies and frustrations within AEW, going on an infamous rant in which he took shots at Colt Cabana, Hangman Page, and the Elite, referring to them as AEW's EVPs. One of the major talking points was his public feud with Hangman Adam Page, which had ignited a storm of backstage rumors. Punk's rant was the culmination of months-long backstage issues that all began when it emerged that AEW wasn't planning to renew Colt Cabana's contract, a decision that sections of the locker room blamed on Punk. The Second City Saint vehemently denied any involvement in AEW's original decision to not renew Cabana's deal, and made it abundantly clear that he felt unfairly targeted by Page comments and actions. It culminated with Punk stating, "What did I ever do in this world to get to deserve an empty-headed, fucking dumbfuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself?" Punk asked. "For what? What did I ever do? I didn't do a goddamn thing." Before eventually calling out the EVP, stating they couldn't manage a fucking target. Needless to say, emotions ran high, and it was the beginning of the end of CM Punk's AEW run. Number 7, Christian beats Kenny Omega for the Impact World title. During Kenny Omega's dominant belt collector phase, where he held championships across multiple promotions, AEW delivered one of the most astonishing title changes in recent wrestling history. The momentous event took place at the inaugural episode of AEW Rampage, The First Dance in August of 2021. Christian Cage was pitted against the seemingly invincible Kenny Omega, who held the Impact World Championship. The build-up to this clash had fans on the edge of their seats, as they wondered whether there was any realistic chance Christian could halt Omega's reign. In a truly unexpected turn of events, Christian Cage emerged victorious over Kenny Omega, claiming the Impact World title as the arena erupted. It's a victory that also held immense significance for Christian, as the last time he had held the Impact title was back in 2007, in a run which marked his capability as a main event single star. Number 6, Brody Lee debuts as the Exalted One. The late great Brody Lee's debut as the Exalted One on AEW Dynamite in March of 2020 made a huge mark, as his unexpected arrival in the Dark Order faction immediately elevated their status within AEW. Lee assumed the role of the Exalted One, standing in the ring with Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, brutally attacking Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, who dismissed the existence of the Exalted One moments prior. Lee was one of the first to directly join AEW after leaving WWE, making huge waves and doing some of his best career work before tragically passing in December 2020. Number 5. MJF's Pipe Bomb. In June 2022, tension behind the scenes between AEW and MJF had escalated. MJF believed he deserved significantly higher money than his contract was, especially in comparison to his peers and how much more of a draw he was. The situation escalated during AEW's Double or Nothing Fan Fest when MJF, who was scheduled for a meet and greet, failed to show up, and continued at AEW Double or Nothing, where he arrived just before his match against Wardlow and left immediately after. In a fiery promo reminiscent of CM Punk's legendary pipe bomb promo, MJF aired his grievances. He declared himself a generational talent and passionately expressed his frustration at not receiving the recognition and compensation he believed he deserved, even asking, "Hey boss, would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy?" before shouting, "Fire me, Tony! Fire me, you f***." The microphone was cut and the announcers didn't talk about it when Dynamite came back from break, nor did AEW share clips of the promo on its YouTube or Twitter feeds, though the situation has since resolved and MJF is now a bigger star. But we all have to wonder if MJF will be delivering any more pipe bombs in the future. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Number 4. CM Punk returns to professional wrestling after 7 years. Over halfway there and entering the top 5 at number 4 is none other than CM Punk's AEW debut on Rampage, The First Dance. A rumor, in which merely his name potentially gracing the industry again, single-handedly sold out the 17,000-strong iconic United Center in his hometown of Chicago. Now, this might be a controversial one, because many argue that this is by far and away number 1, and there's only one reason why it isn't, while others might say it shouldn't be in the list at all. That's because we all knew in our hearts it was happening on the eve of the night after weeks and weeks of rumors and rumblings of CM Punk's return to the wrestling ring. However, the sheer magnitude of CM Punk returning to wrestling, ending 7 long years of uncertainty over whether one of the most beloved superstars of the modern era would ever grace the squared circle again after a deeply bitter split with WWE, makes this as shocking as any in spite of that. The moment sent a shockwave across the industry, going extremely viral online across mainstream platforms and even breaking the PWT site for 3 days afterwards. Now, I can only imagine the buzz and a huge pop in the arena if a certain women's wrestler by the name of AJ Lee were to appear in the AEW all of a sudden. That moment would definitely make our top 10 list. Number 3. Jon Moxley debuts in AEW. Jon Moxley's debut in AEW was an electrifying moment that sent shockwaves throughout the wrestling world. After his surprising exit from WWE, fans eagerly anticipated where he would land next. That answer came at AEW's Double or Nothing event in May of 2019. As Chris Jericho celebrated his victory over Kenny Omega, the arena went dark. The atmosphere was electric as fans wondered what could possibly happen next. Suddenly, the unmistakable music of Jon Moxley hit, and the crowd erupted. Moxley emerged from the audience sporting a new look, and it was clear that he meant business. Without hesitation, Jon Moxley unleashed his fury on Jericho, Omega, and anyone else who got in his way. The sheer shock and excitement in that arena that night were palpable, and this was the first time a top WWE star had made the direct move to AEW. Moxley's arrival shifted the landscape of AEW and was a game changer and a testament to AEW's ability to deliver top stars. Number 2. Sting arrives in AEW. Sting's debut in AEW at Winter is Coming in December of 2020 was a moment that felt like Batman returning to Gotham City. It was a poignant and emotional moment when he came to the aid of Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes. This appearance marked Sting's first time on TNT in 18 years, and the icon brought the incredible aura and presence that very few, if any, on the planet can. From the video package that set the stage to the music that sent chills down our spines, the snowy entrance, the iconic call by Tony Schiavone, the interactions in the ring, and the walk back through the snow. Every element was executed to perfection. He walked to each corner of the ring, staring into the eyes of 4 different generations of wrestling in Arn Anderson, Dustin Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and Darby Allin. JR even exclaimed, "This band makes me feel young again." Number 1. Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debut at All Out 2021. And the number 1 spot on our top 10 AEW shocking moments goes to Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuting at All Out in 2021. In September 2021, AEW was already buzzing with CM Punk's return. However, at All Out 2021, the AEW faithful gathered for this highly anticipated event, and they knew something big was in the works once again. After Kenny Omega defeated Christian Cage in the main event, the celebration and post-match assault of Christian and the Jurassic Express began. Omega cut a promo saying that anyone who would have a chance to take his title is either not in AEW, retired, or already dead. Then Adam Cole's entrance music hit unexpectedly, and the crowd exploded with excitement. His charismatic presence and in-ring talent had made him a star in NXT, and just as it was teased that he was going to go after the Elite, he reunited with them instead. As Omega was about to end the show, Bryan Danielson's Ride of the Valkyries theme music hit, and sent the crowd into an absolute frenzy. Yes chants erupted, and Danielson helped Cage and the Jurassic Express send the Elite packing. Shocking moments in wrestling aren't merely memorable, they are at the very heart and soul of the industry. And in a 4-year span, AEW has certainly left its indelible mark of moments that shocked the world.